Welcome everyone to our webinar talking about how we're going to speed up order fulfillment with our new job board, Designer Studio UI. But basically, as we like to refer it internally, this is a look at what we brought to you with OnPrintShop's version 10 release. As I said, a couple of housekeeping rules. We do have the Q&A that is underway. Yes, we will be recording this. Actually, it's already being recorded. So if those that slide in towards the in the middle of it, they're going to be able to go back and see this. We'll edit it down, make sure that it's ready for you. Who we are. So your hosts for today. Nimish Patel is our senior manager here at OnPrintShop. He's got over a decade with the software and is a key member of our business development team. He is coming to you from OnPrintShop headquarters. He's going to be showing you the actual hands-on features that we brought to you in version 10. So we're going to get a live look. He's going to show you exactly what we've been doing and how it works into our platform. So who am I? My name's Trent Foreman. I'm the regional sales manager here in North America. I'm coming to you from OnPrintShop headquarters, North America, we'll call it that. My goal here is to introduce you to how online order management with OnPrintShop can allow you to operate efficiently and provide a very easy and up-to-date technology platform for you and your customers to help grow your business. So we are the two that you can see today, but we want to acknowledge the entire team here at OnPrintShop. They are all here to support you, the customer, from a business development, from a support standpoint, from IT, and even from the development team. And we're very excited to show you what they've been working hard on over the last several months. So we all come together to bring you an amazing experience with our platform, and we truly look forward to working with you. Again, you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the question and answer section, or we'll also take some time at the end. So what are we talking about today? Well, before we jump into what we did with version 10, we want to kind of show you why we chose the strategy of what we did in this update. A lot of it stemmed from what we've seen and what we've been listening to and what's going on in the industry to try to identify those pain points that customers are looking for. We want to break them down into what the top challenges are. And then what you're looking for probably is what Nimish is going to show you with what version 10 brings to the table and how it keeps OnPrintShop on the leading edge of technology as we help printers around the world become more efficient and try to become more profitable. And then always, as we said, we want your feedback and we'll take your Q&A. Now, NAPCO, great resource and for being the pulse of the industry. You know, we as a team were able to sit down and attend their breakfast back at Printing United. And they really, what was nice is they were really able to confirm what we were hearing from customers and really what we were working on with this version 10 update. And, you know, hearing from our prospects over the previous year. Rising labor edges out the top spot. And you know, when we talk about rising labor costs, it's all in the discussion, not just of acquiring new talent, but it's also making sure you can retain good talent. And of course, it's not surprising that labor shortages is also a top item. I mean, I've heard this in conversation with owners groups that there's not just a new influx of talent in the industry. I mean, not many people are showing up wanting to be an apprentice, press apprentice nowadays, but you know, with this new generation really relying more and more on technology, having a very easy technology platform or platforms in your shop can let you source from a new different type of talent. But really what we want to focus on is what number 2 is here. It's those shorter turn times. This is where OnPrintShop really wanted to continue to focus our efforts. So we've been saying this for many years. You know, we are a society of I need it yesterday. Patience is a lost virtue in a lot of places. Customers don't really know what it takes to produce any type of product and any type of quantity. And they're not really worried, but they do know that, you know, I've got a banner that I need for an event on Saturday and it's Thursday and I'm just now remembering to order it. So that's what we're facing. You know, equipment has evolved over the years and the equipment manufacturers are doing an excellent job. You know, digital, inkjet, I mean, they're all allowing providers to really shorten their turn times, but it's still a process. Still has to be set up, printed, cut, finished, packed. So we really ask ourselves, you know, how do we speed up this process? And a lot of it comes around in the front end of this with capture and management. So breaking all of that down are the areas that, you know, where the inefficiencies that printers are feeling. small quantity, short run jobs are becoming more the normal, and they do stack up quick, especially with the large majority of print shops that are out there in the, in the world. Everybody finds themselves asking, really, what is that threshold to a job before it doesn't become profitable? I mean, I know printers that say that they don't manually handle a job if it's less than $100. So that becomes now the conversation. If things are more short run, small quantity, are you still manually fielding those calls, getting those emails? Are you having to calculate a flyer every time it comes in and then entering them into job tickets? Are you really being productive if that's the way? And that's why points 3 and 4 are really one and the same. I mean, are you investing into items? What are you looking to invest in 2023 to help solve some of these challenges and to grow your revenue? I mean, new equipment is a great place. It can mean faster turn times, better quality, and allow you to expand your offerings. But, new technology is a big input and a big impact of where we're seeing printers start to look to invest. And like on OnPrintShop, that can mean better order capture, faster capture of that data, and less touches along the line that allow you to expand your offerings and really become more productive. Because really, like number 5, that's the question everybody's asking. How do I become more productive? I need more orders in and more orders out the door in as efficient and as less time as I can get. And that's really where 2 major aspects come into play. So you really talk about customer experience and productivity, because they really do go hand in hand. So if your customer experience is really good, I mean, you hate to call it the Amazon effect, but that's what it's become. You can attract more customers. You make it easier for them to order. You make it easier for them to find you, work with you, and then be sticky with you. And with the increase of orders, those small quantity, short turns, your productivity has to increase as well. And not just the production part, but really managing all aspects of that order, from payment to where is it in the shop, moving it along from one station to the other. Printers face these challenges all the time, and they're not new to them. So, we talk about investing in technology is really good, but you really want to make sure that the platform you choose or the platform you have is continuing to also invest in that growth, in those upgrades as they move along in the future, because you want them to be able to evolve with you as well, making that customer experience key. I mean, we see that, many printers that we talk to are really stuck trying to push growth through a platform that hasn't been able to scale or not been able to evolve with them over the course of time. So these are 2 major factors that we really took into account again as we're looking into that version 10. So why did we focus on this upgrade? I mean, all of this is what we looked at. We developed new features that focus on productivity and efficiency within the order process. One of these is the job board update, which Nimish is going to show you here in just a few minutes. So by continuing to update our UI UX, we focus on the customer experience. Consumer usage of e-commerce has greatly evolved over just the last 3 to 4 years. You hate to say the P word, but that really changed the game in a lot of places. In the last 4 years, online purchasing has overtaken the traditional in-store purchasing habits. So no matter if it is on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your desktop, being able to get that customer experience so that they easily get to you, they easily find your product, order your product, and move it into your workflow. You take the payment and you move on down the road is a big key factor. So we continue to listen and deploy the latest security and compatibility practices, because we want to continue to grow with you, over the in the future. So that's why we don't allow our platform to become outdated. We don't let it to get stuck backed into a corner, so that we can continue to grow down the line. Technology is always changing. So we always look to bring to bear those industry best practices, not just printing industry, but also technology industry as well, making sure that we're keeping up to date with the latest code, the latest versions, the latest security. So that way, we want to know how you operate. We want to make sure that, it's a way for us as a company to be more of that trusted partner, for you, to help you grow. Because, I mean, if you grow, we grow, and growth becomes the biggest thing. So now what I want to be able to do is I want to hand this over to Nimish, that we can really show you, what did our path look like? How did we get to version 10? Where did we get to version 10? and keep showing you the latest technology that we can bring to bear. All yours.
Thank you, Trent. And thanks a lot, everyone, for your valuable time for today's workshop. And as Trent mentioned, at OnPrintShop, our core focus has been like we want our customer to grow. So simply like if our client grows, we grow. So that has been our key motto or the business focus, you can say. Since 2008, we've been focusing and working very closely with thousands of print companies globally. Now, these print companies ranging from small print shops to large print companies who are some of them are also ranking globally. Now, whatever feedback we've been getting, this we were calculating those feedbacks and converting those feedbacks into the version upgrades. So whatever you see in OnPrintShop today is the industry best practices. And one of the challenge, like we have 58% of our clients migrate from other web to print, e-commerce or other technology. And the biggest challenge they share is that they do not have the latest technology. Either they are stuck on whatever platform they purchase from many years, they don't get any upgrades, or if they have an in-house development in e-commerce, they are stuck in the development because whatever thinking they have individually, they have grown that e-commerce, but then they are not able to take it to the next level. So the two major reasons any print company look for other technologies, one is lack of upgrades or technology is getting obsoleted. They are not getting any flexibility or the support. And that's what we've been learning at OnPrintShop. And since 2008, not many companies have done it, but we have upgraded our technology 23 times. In 2014, we've been giving versions, but in 2008 to 2014 also, we have done like 8 upgrades, but we were not calling them or giving them a number. But right now, from 2014, we started giving numbers of our OnPrintShop version. So that's where we started 4.0. And in 2023, we are on V10. And as Trent mentioned, the V10 core focus has been how we can improve the order fulfillment of the print provider, how we can improve the life of print provider when they are having so many jobs to manage with the challenges like labor shortage or finding the right people. And 2023, the two major focus will help print company grow, as Trent mentioned, is one is the customer experience and second is the order fulfillment. Even I'm talking with day in day out with many print companies. Recently one company connected to us and he said like, I have this another web to print and then I've been using this, but then back end processes are all manual, so it is helping us to get orders, but then everything from the back end is all manual. And that's where we thought of a print order management. And from last 2 years our core focus has been print order management also. So OnPrintShop today is not only a web to print or print e-commerce, but it is a complete integrated print e-commerce and order management. So V10 will be talking about that, the new job board, plus the barcode based automation. And even we have a client feedback sharing that using this kind of workflow, they're also able to manage 100, 200 orders a day. And that is what we'll be showing you how it will help you as well. And some of the major enhancements we done in last versions also have put it, but it is a big list. I'm just sharing the key ones like product masters and formula based pricing. So before like customer used to create Excels and they have to work on Excels to update the pricing into the web to print, but now it is all about master formulas and you just need to set up the options, the formulas, and then system will automatically calculate the prices for you. And you can assign those formulas to any product. And those videos and all the listing is already available on OnPrintShop. In V8, we focused on how we can improve the shipping. We have customer feedbacks that our shipping calculation is almost up to the mark or 99% accurate when they compare their monthly charges with the shipping companies. Because one of the key challenge for print providers, especially the wide format and custom packaging providers, even commercial printing, some of your packaging is too complicated. So many of the time they lose the money in the shipping because what they quote to the customer versus what they end up paying to the shipping provider end of the month, it's completely changed. So that's where we improved our shipping with dynamic shipping packaging configurator. It dynamically understands the height and width or the material thickness and create the dynamic packaging. Plus we improved our designer studio product specific personalization, allowing Google fonts to be updated. So designer studio, especially clients who are targeting to B2C, they can give the best customer experience in online design as well. V7.0 was more like B2B department wise updates, plus address books and auto profile onto a template. V6 was more like custom code and backend order management. So every version we've been focusing on either productivity or either the customer experience. And that is where today we'll be focusing on more on V10. But if you're really interested to learn how many upgrades we do, you will see the full list starting from 2014 to 2022. You'll be able to understand the journey, and any of the particular feature you'd be interested to learn more, we have a full details available. And at the time of upgrade also, we also see like some customers face some issues, but that's when we enhance the technology. And we really would also like to share that these upgrade are an actual effort. So it's like upgrading the technology from one version to the next. There are some major upgrades into the core structure of the technology. So sometimes there are experiences where a customer things might have changed into the backend. Sometimes they have some kind of technical glitches, but that's what the technology is. But then overall, our goal has been offering this technology upgrade so you can stay ahead of your competitions and you can offer the best customer experience. So let's move on to the V10. Basically, what is new that I'm sure you all are excited to see. So the very first thing is interactive job board with the barcode scanning and drag and drop. So why we have developed this particular feature? Because we get two types of clients: a clients who doesn't have any kind of platform or processes. So they are just operating manually. So maybe they have like print shops, people walk in, they create some kind of job sheet, maybe handwritten, or they put something in Excel and they pass it to the next person. Now the biggest challenge what these guys get is once they send the order in production, the print owner doesn't know where the order is. Sometimes order is lying into the pre-press because there are some issues in the artwork, and then graphic team is struggling to get an artwork from the client, and the owner doesn't even know why the orders is being delayed. Sometimes it is stuck in the production. They don't have any clarity where the orders are. And we also have clients who have invested into web to prints multiple backends, but still their workflow is not integrated. Either the web to print what they've invested is not able to integrate with their backend system. Maybe it is just one-way connections. There is no two-way, or they have still manual entry. So in spite of having invested into the web to prints and the backend system, still their workflow is manual. Like we've been hearing from clients that we are using Excel sheets. So every orders they get, they put in Excel sheets, and then they assign to another department. They also update that, they put it next. Or they're using the project management tool like Trello. So they enter all the jobs. So for example, if you receive 10 jobs today, you first enter into Trello and then you start managing like a project or an order management. And that's where there is a major challenge, because if you really need to grow and optimize the processes and still you are having these manual touch points at the same time, you have to work on a multiple platforms, it is very difficult to grow, and you'll have to find more people if you really want to continue on this particular scale, because you have more jobs, you need more people to manage. And that's where OnPrintShop core focus has been, how we can improve this productivity and optimize the order fulfillment. And that's where we enhanced the job board and we created like a project management, for example. So let me show you without any wasting further time. So very first thing is like OnPrintShop job board is created dynamically. In that case, it means, for example, if you within your production processes, you might have certain processes or certain departments, and that's what you can create in OnPrintShop dynamically. By going into order status, you can say my first is order processing, then we have a graphics department, then we have pre-press department, then we have a printing department, and we have a finishing department. So as a print owner, you will be able to see the overall workflow that okay, where the orders are, in which particular department those are, plus every order comes with a due date. Because once you define that, okay, this particular product takes 3 days to produce, this product takes 5 days to produce, and if customer buys those items, system will automatically assign that if you bought this item today, this is the due date. So we are already promising to the customer, and that's how this a job board will appear, that okay, how many jobs you have to ship out on 4th of February, how many goes out on tomorrow. And if they are stuck into particular stage, you can always intervene. But now we have further enhanced. This was available in the previous version as well, but now let me show you the next job board, which we have announced. Now here, let me create a full screen view. Now here, for example, I can see all the jobs at the item level. So order status is a whole order status, and within one order, we can have multiple items. So let me show you some of the job tickets generated by the system. Now the job ticket is completely dynamic, but here for every job ticket, we are creating a barcode. So order number 2078 has 4 items. So for example, item number 1 is a business card what client have ordered. Item number 2 is another item. Item number 3 is a banner. Item number 4 is, for example, another white format product. So this is like 4 pages job ticket, and it has a barcode. And in my workflow, for example, we have assumed that this particular, in my print shop, we have 4 stations. So station number 1 is pre-press. So in the pre-press, we do this many stages like awaiting proof approval, proof approved, proof approved with the changes. And once I do my job, I transfer the job to the next station, which is in print production. So this barcode we have created is just a text in print production, and online you can find any barcode generator. You put that text and it will give you the barcode. It's the same barcode. So it's the same text and a barcode. So you have to match the status which you create in OnPrintShop with the barcode you create online. So this is just an online created barcode. And then once I move the order to an in-print production, the next station, they decide which machine it will print to. So we have created 3 stages here. And then once they do their job, they will move to the next stage, which is advanced finishing. Once advanced finishing station, then they have 3 processes. And then once they do their job, they pass it to the next station. So every station job is to decide which particular sub-stage or a stage which they want to work with. And then once they do the job, they update to the next stage. And that is how this job board is created. So now I have 2 ways managing this. One, assume that you have a barcode scanner. So let me first of all remove my background. Yeah, so it will be better. So now I have a barcode scanner and I have these job tickets every day, like you pass it to some station to another station, which also has a barcode. So this is a barcode ready. So assume that you pass, like, for example, the first department has this 5 or 6 job head they have to complete. And this is a station wise barcode. So I am station 1. So I have this 3 stage. I scan a barcode of the job ticket. I don't have to find my job here. So I'll just scan it. So let me click and click. So job is appeared. So scan will read the job ticket. So I'll get, okay, which job I have to complete and start working. Now this particular job, if I need to check internally in terms of what the job is, I can always go into detail. So as a station number 1, I'm the pre-press guy. I check all the order, everything seems fine. And I want to move this order to the next stage. Now, see, this is a very easy one. Either I can scan the barcode to the next department, or I can simply drag and drop. Easy. So now I have moved order from the proof approved state to in-print production because I checked this order. There was nothing to do. Proof was also approved. Maybe I downloaded the job. Everything seems fine. That's done. Maybe next one needs proof approved with the changes, awaiting proof approval. So I can go inside that job as well. Now assume that you do not have a barcode scanning. It's okay. You just know the job ticket number. So you just have to put the job ticket number in the keyboard and enter. Automatically that job will appear. So it's not like you have to have a barcode, but in case you have a barcode scanner, it's easier. Not, you can just type it and the job will appear. And now I can start seeing this job. In case if I need to interact with the customer for an artwork, I can always interact. I can update the file, upload the file and ask customer to approve. And if that file also gets approved, then I'll just move that, okay, proof approved with changes or proof approved. And if client approve it, it will automatically move in the proof approved, and then I can move directly in the print production. So it is just simply drag and drop. And that is what every station would be doing at their end. Now I have so many jobs to complete, so I have to just see. Now, another good part of the system is like you have each station doing the specific stages. It's not like everyone do all the jobs. So here I have logged in as a super admin, as a print business owner. So I just see like everything as a whole, that okay, where the orders are lying. Even within each order, there are multiple items. So where those items are lying. Plus we have also created now a list view as well. So you just want to find out that, okay, how many orders you have according to the due date. So you can find out which orders are on more priority, or I can find out the order based on I can group them by the stages. So how many orders are stuck into this particular stage, and if I can do as an owner, or if I can intervene internally, I can do. Plus, many of the time, people are saying like the customers make the delays, and customer would say, okay, your team didn't contact. So the accountability is also missing. But here, if you have a view and you can see basically what is happening with each and every job, I can directly click from here and intervene that, okay, why this particular job is stuck here, and then it is not moved into the next stage. And I already see that order due date is very close and I'm still missing these orders. So I can still go back into the system and check all that. So this is would help print business owners to simplify their workflow. And it is very similar to project management. Every station, they can simply drag and drop and automatically email will be sent, or you can use a barcode scanner, and every station can have its own barcode. Now, every station can be created as a backend administrator or a workflow admin. So you do not allow every station to do everything. So we have created like here pre-press managers, post-press. So these are all departments you have internally into the team. So what pre-press department, when they log in, they do not see all the orders which you have into the stage of print production. So they only see orders which they are responsible to do. So as a pre-press, I have a full clarity how many jobs we have in proof of proof stage, how many are in print production. So they have two stages. One, whatever activity they are doing, and as soon as that activity is done, they'll be simply moving into the next stage. So either they can also scan the actual next stage, and automatically that job, when they scan the job ticket, they can just scan the next stage and automatically that job will be going into the next stage. Or I guess drag and drop is much easier and much nicer to do. So I like drag and drop. So it's up simply drag and drop. So maybe if I have completed this job, I would just drag and drop to the next station, and automatically system will trigger an email to the end client if you have also set an email. So this is what the new job board is. And the biggest benefit of this job board is improving the order fulfillment. As Trent mentioned, the biggest challenge, another challenge print service providers are facing is the turnaround time. And some of the turnaround time, the majority time goes into the backend processes, which can be improved. And this workflow can really improve, at least to find out where the order is stuck. In normal scenario, when you're working with the manual processes, you do not have any clarity where the order is stuck, whether it is a client's problem, whether it is our own problem, whoever's problem it is. We just really like to improve the workflow, and that's what the focus is, and that's where this job board will help you. And we have clients feedback. Some of our clients are trade printers, wholesale printers, and they mention like with the same workflow, the barcode, even the barcode scanning is added, but without that also there was a workflow before that, and they are managing 200 plus orders a day using the same workflow which I'm showing you. They have created multiple departments and an item wise stages also. Even in print production, they have created a stages like machine. So if I show you one of the admin, if you're a print production, for example, then you can also create stages as your machine. So when they log in, they can, once they get into print production, they can decide which machine they want to process the job. So you can also create a stages like, for example, machines. So I have this in print production. Now I have to complete this. So I'm pushing this job to HP. This, for example, goes to Canon. Maybe this will go to, for example, another machine we have. So these stages are actually the equipments name, so you can create it. So in print production, you can also see how many jobs you have in this particular machine. So of course, print production team would see the job, what it is, and then decide which machine it will go to. So they also have a station, for example, barcode. So for example, here, yeah, in print production. So they have 3 machines, so 3 barcodes. So they scan the job ticket, they scan the barcode, that will be updated, or they can simply drag and drop. When they get the job ticket, they scan or they type the number, it will appear here, and then they update to the next stage. So there are multiple ways system is allowing you to manage your workflow. If you have a barcode scanner, you can configure. If not, then you can also use the keyboard and drag and drop functionality. So that has been the major development, and we were so excited to show you this. Now, also along with this, we also have some more enhancements, especially for the B2C and B2B storefronts. And now we are focusing on the customer experience. One of the key feature which you have enhanced is ship to multiple addresses. Either if you are a commercial printer and then you have customers ordering in bulk, but they want to ship to the multiple addresses. So they want to order in bulk quantity, but then they want to ship. So either if it is a B2C customer or a reseller customer, or it could be a private store or a large corporate client where who are off means you're offering them a private portal. Now these customers are ordering in bulk and they want to ship the same, for example, this order or split into multiple shipments. So we have this multiple shipment facility now. So I can, for example, I'm ordering this 5,000 later hits. I can split this later hits into 2 shipments if I delete one of them. So I can show you how it is split it. So in this case, for example, what happens, system is allowing them that, okay, you are ordering 5,000. So how many shipments you want to create? And then in each shipment, I can choose a different address. And depending on the shipment, if you have configured the shipping rates, it will apply for multiple shipments. It could be a handling cost. At the same time, it could be also, for example, the actual shipping cost. So this 5,000, I want to break into 2,000, and I'm selecting an address that, okay, this 2,000 goes to address number 1. Now this corporate is available into maybe 10 locations. They can also create 10 shipments, for example. And then another, for example, shipments they want to create, like one shipment is already done. That's for 2,000 quantity. Another one is 3,000 because the only choice we have is 3,000. Then I can also, system will show you that, okay, now you only have 3,000 left, and then you can create another shipment. So I ordered 5,000 later hits, or it could be an inventory item, and then I have created 2 shipments. Now the same facility is also available into a retail or a public site, or if we are using the public site as a wholesale site. So all your resellers can order the bulk quantity because they might be getting a better price, and then they decide they want to ship this particular order, which is 10,000 quantity, into multiple shipments. So then they can make maybe 1,000 each. They can also use the blind shipping options, and then depending on the addresses what you have configured, the end client have configured, they'll be able to use the from address, and then they'll be also able to use the shipping addresses. So one large order can be split into multiple addresses, and now because they are shipping to a different location, system would also show them the rates for the shipping. So they have to pay for the shipping because they are breaking one order into multiple. So that's why shipping rates are also calculated accordingly. So that is shipped to the multiple address. Then we have added partial payment terms. Now, because OnPrintShop now is becoming an order management, we are not only saying that customer is able to order only online. We have now all the facilities for print shops, print providers, commercial printers to manage all the online, offline, and even external channel orders, because now it has become a truly print order management. And we have clients sharing that they are managing 100% orders. Whether they get an email, phone, walk-in, they are processing their 100% orders in OnPrintShop. Even if somebody asks a quote, they do not just email back, they will enter a quote here, and that way system sends an email that they're able to track the quote, whether customer approved it or not. And then customer is also getting an email. They see online the quote, they approve it, and they can convert into an order automatically. So rather than an email, which do not have any clarity where the quote is, and then you have to follow up with the client. If you have sent maybe quote maybe 3 days back, you never know when customer will respond, but here you will see all the clarity. At the same time, order management, you can add the orders from the back end. And now we have also added external APIs. So we have clients having B2B clients, and they just act as a fulfillment. Now these B2B clients have their own Shopify, or they have their own e-commerce, or they have their own backend systems. So they do not want to come into OnPrintShop or Web2Print and place an order. They just send an order via API. In a technical language, could be XML, could be an API, could be Excel. And then we have created a bridge to allow print companies to manage the external orders. And because of this, one of our client achieved one of the MNC company contract, because MNC company's key requirement was that we will not come into your system and order, we'll just send you in a certain format and you need to process. And these guys were already using OnPrintShop, and they were very much happy because they were getting the online orders, but then these external orders, we also create an API. So now this is a truly order management system. If you have walk-in customers, you can also use add new order system. We also have a branches and locations. If you have multiple branches, if you're a print shop, You can also manage print store branches and add orders into the system. So you can have one particular system, a centralized order management system. So here, that is why we have added this feature called partial payment, because you might have variety of customer. Even I'm not talking about a corporate customer, even you can have a small B2 B2C customer. So even they are not having a private site, but they could be your premium B2B account. So for them, you want to give them some kind of special terms. So that's why we have this feature called a premium client, and within that also we can assign this new payment method called partial payment. Now partial payment is not by default assigned to anyone, but this is only assigned to some specific clients where you have some kind of special relation. So first of all, I can create my payment term master. So term one is like I get 20% day one, 30% day 10. So system will automatically ask them for the payment. Term four is 50-50, for example. Now I can either assign this payment term to the whole corporate storefront. So if Medicare, for example, I want to offer them a payment term. So if I have already assigned, for example, a payment term, then they would see that payment term into the checkout that they have, for example, either pay on account, or they can even use the partial payment terms because it is our premium account. And the same facility is also available to our, for example, customers who are part of our public site, but they are our premium customers. So these clients who are also ordering online, but they are our individual resellers or individual premium accounts, I can also offer them a partial payment because these are my specific accounts who, for example, have some special terms with us. So this partial payment is, for example, for clients to utilize the special terms, and you can even collect the payment. So there is also automated emails are being sent if customer is having a specific payment term. So when you have a customer, you can go from the customer management. Either you can assign this special payment terms from to the individual client, what kind of terms you want to assign. Like term one is, for example, you have configured 20% day one, 30%, and automatically system will remind them for payment. Or you can assign to the whole corporate if it is a whole corporate private site. So this has been appreciated feature now. Then we are talking about more customer experience, especially in the online designing space, because as everybody's comparing and online designing, they really want to simplify the online designing experience. So we also enhanced the designer studio experience. And in the designer studio, we have a lot of things in terms of 3D preview and all that, but now we have also worked on the UI UX, and especially our R&D team, I guess, studied more than 20 different designer studios and some leading websites, and then identified what should be the good UI UX for the designer studio. So the very first thing what they did is like optimizing the overall look and feel. And when you click on image, automatically, depending all the required options will automatically pop up. There are some enhancements done also, like for example, in this image, now I want to further add it. So I have more options like mask and border. So if I click on it, automatically all the options will appear respected to mask and border on the left hand side. So I have to find and look which options I need to go. If I click on filters, automatically all the filter option will start appearing. Same with the text. If I click on a text, if I click on a specific options, it will automatically appear, for example, on the left hand side. So these are all enhancements we have done to simplify the user experience. Plus the QR code, which is also becoming important. So people can add a QR code, but QR code was there inside the images. Now it is out, so people can see basically it's okay. They can also add a QR code, so somebody can scan it. Could be a URL or it could be a number. And then these are all important options like backgrounds, templates, clip arts. All this is more visible and more handy to end customers. They click on image, they can see all the social media connectors, so they can maybe utilize the pictures from Instagram, Facebook. If they don't have an image, and then the stock image, these all options were there, to be honest, but then the overall UI UX is more simplified. It's fun now designing onto an OnPrintShop V10 Designer Studio. And then we also added the 3D preview for products. So people can also generate the 3D preview and can see, for example, how this product would look. So for example, this is like a banner. So I can see, okay, how this banner would look. And this is more cooler if it is a promotional product or a mug or something like a bottle. So you can also show them the actual print preview in 3D. And then again, in the designer studio, we also create a dynamic help template generator, because when customer upload the file, you have to show them some kind of help, like what kind of file they should prepare. So I have seen in many websites that they have hundreds of product combinations. So every time when they add a new product, new size, first of all, they will have to work on the help template. So it is like an instruction what they have to follow to create the product. But now in OnPrintShop v10, you don't have to worry about creating any of the help template. You just set your size of the product, and help template will be generated automatically. So depending on the size which you add in the configuration in the backend, the help template would appear automatically. So we have created this dynamic creation of the help template. So you don't have to create manually. Second, we also created is the template real preview. So the template real preview means you can actually generate any type of preview automatically. So here I have just shown you as a sample that, okay, this is a front and back of a business card. And then this particular uh, style we have added from the back end. It could be any style. Somebody could be holding a business card on the hand, or the business card could be on the business card holder lying there. And then back should be, for example, showing. So this is just an effect, but then you don't have to do anything. You just have to add this actual effect into the backend once, and automatically all your templates will be replicated, and then customer will be able to see what is available in the front and what is in the back. So this is just give them more personalized look of the template, and so they feel that, okay, I want to design this template kind of thing. Then there is a bulk price update. We are all worried about the fluctuations of the material. Prices going X, pricing going Y. How do I manage? In multiple solutions, we've been hearing that customer have to, they do not even worry about updating the price because they have to go in multiple sites. We had one customer sharing that they've been using this web to print, and then that web to print did not have uh, the backend, centralized backend for multiple stores, because they were in the franchisee space. So every time when they have to update the pricing, they have to go in 20 different backends and update the pricing. So one, they were struggling with in terms of updating the pricing. At the same time, many of the time they were not even thinking of launching a new product because of the challenges like that. And here now we have multiple options of updating the price very easily. Either you can apply some kind of percentage increase, select a specific product and say, okay, I want to apply some kind of percent increase. Even you can go in specific additional options and apply the increase, like you have some specific type of paper have a price increase. So I can select that specific type of paper and then apply maybe 10%, 20% increase. And then we also have this bulk price. So you just want to, you don't have to worry about anything. I would say, okay, all the product price apply 10% increase because of the fluctuation. I don't know which product, but then every product will globally will be applied like 10% increase. And you can always go individually and apply. But this was a major appreciated feature, especially in the world where we are facing so many challenges in terms of the fluctuation, especially in the raw material. And the next is blog and content management, because you really need to push good content to your clients. So as a print service providers, if you really want to target the new customers, you also have to share, for example, the content. And at OnPrintShop also our goal is that. So now we are focusing more on the blogs and content and the webinar. The same thing, print companies also have to spend, and the more marketing, the more knowledge you give to the clients, they come back to you. So that is the reason the blog is very, very important. And before, people used to create a blog site on a WordPress, maybe host on a separate server, and then we had to integrate. But now that blog we have included in OnPrintShop. It's again, it's not a full-fledged blog website, I would say. It is a blog page, and it will be part of your website as a blog, but then you can segregate your blogs, and these are all samples. So you can create a blog page, and then you have multiple categories. So now in the content management, you'll be able to create the blog pages. So first, when you say, for example, I want to add a new page, here you will see an option called blog page. And within the blog, if you have multiple categories, for example, packaging, pre-press, you can create as many categories you like within the blog. And when you add a blog page, you will say, okay, this blog will go under this category, and that category will have that specific blog written on it. So here, for example, we have two categories. So maybe one is like this particular blog, another one is that. So this is like an actual, now it will be a blog page. So this is like an industry news. And then this is particular, for example, a blog page. So here this will really help people to define the quality content for the clients and share the message which clients are looking for. And further about that, there are so many different, I guess, upgrades. This was just like a quick gist of some specific, but then there are so many other things where you can go onto our website, go in details. There are also videos already uploaded for all the new versions. Plus, if you're interested specific learning the past upgrades, there has been some major upgrades. It's a major functionality is changing the overall workflow and the customer experience. Feel free to go on this link, and it is already available in OnPrintShop under resources release note. And then if you go in one upgrade link, you'll be also able to find the relevant video. So again, coming back, overall at OnPrintShop, our core focus has been how we help our print companies and our clients grow and how we solve the challenge. And that has been our goal. And that's where the upgrades we are driving. And it is like, it is a learning, means we are all learning. So we really want to also learn. So what we have added, we can also take it to the next level. So whatever, means our clients are also sharing us the feedback, the challenges, and that is what we are learning. And then we are coming up as a next upgrade. So today OnPrintShop has become the print e-commerce web to print and integrated order management system. So it's not only online, but it is a complete offline external orders, and you can manage into one particular platform. And that's what I would say the customer experience is, because I've been hearing from many print companies that, okay, they have different processes, that they have enterprise clients, they are on web to print. And when I ask, like, you only have these 5 or 10 clients, they say, no, we have so many small clients, but they are all email phone. So these clients are getting different experience. These clients are getting different experience. Now, those offline clients, as Trent mentioned, are also buying on Amazon. So they feel that, okay, Amazon is giving some L experience, and as an individual, I'm getting a different experience. So from the print company. So that's where their shift is focusing. So they feel that, okay, I should be also getting similar experience from the print provider as well. And that's where you need to create one centralized process. Either it is online, offline, small, large, they have to have a same customer experience. And yes, it's a journey, it's a change management, but if you start focusing, you can do it. Plus, we have some amazing partners now as a supplier like 4over. So it's not like everything you do in-house. So you can become one-stop, a global print shop provider. So along with you can also have your 4over products. And we are also connecting with some promo supply now, like PCNA, it's in process. You'll hear that soon. So now you can have your own products, 4over products, maybe promo supplier products, and then you can become one-stop solution. And in the back end, you have this optimized workflow, job board to put the track on whatever jobs you are managing. So that is what the core focus has been. Trent, what would you say?
Well, you said 4/10 Archers on this call as well. We have another webinar that shows exactly how that integration works. You can find that on our website underneath previous webinars. You can go and download that recording as well. I mean, you hit a lot of it on the head. And I think, the key takeaway from all of this is, we love to dive into the industry. I've been around the industry for many, many years. We have great customers, both large and small. So we fit in your space. We've probably seen the challenges. If you're looking at us, if you're on this webinar, watching this webinar, and you're thinking about OnPrintShop, we've seen your challenges, we feel your challenges, and we want to make sure that we fit in your place. And again, the key takeaway words here are order management. That is, as we move forward, it's not just pricing and estimating. It's not just production and workflow. It's not just order capture. It's order management as a whole. And so, with this version 10 release, we're looking to grow, as we move forward and evolve. We want to evolve with you.
So I guess we are open for Q&A, Trent. So if anybody has a question, we can look.
We've had several that have popped up. Looks like Kane and Cal have really put Sandeep to work on answering a lot of questions. Yes, you can have the recording. We talked, there's questions about SEO, which, you can, if you're a current customer, please reach out to the support team and we can talk about SEO. Going back and talking about the barcode scanners that you reference and the barcode scanning and everything you reference. There are a couple of questions on there. talking about what type of barcode scanners are, do the job. Let's see, does it record? Does the system record who moved an order to a new station in the drag and drop or barcode scanning? Yes, that user is logged. You know who is in there. Again, this is for everyone in your shop. We give you unlimited admin users so you can see what's going on. Of course, barcode scanners, they vary. There's cost efficient, there's very costly, so you can kind of choose with what you want.
This barcode, I guess, was less than $30 or something.
Yeah, the handheld. There is a question about can we use mobile phones and tablets? We'll answer that. I think they're checking on that team to check in detail because now we are mobile responsive. We are mobile responsive with OnPrintShop, even in the admin, not just the front end, the admin. So you could be working on this, putting in a quote, putting in that offline order while you're sitting in front of your customer. You can work everything, from your tablet. So we're testing on that. We'll get an answer back to that. Let's see. This is most of these are internal that are support related questions. So if you have any other, we've got some other questions that are coming in. Let's see. How much does this program cost to have for a new shop? Well, that is where you can reach out to us. Our email addresses are on the first slide. Reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to sit down and talk with you about what your needs are. What's the best way to accept credit card payments in a point of sale retail environment? Are there any integrations in the works? Yes, there are. There are already some integrations that work in there. You can, as you're putting in that order, going through the checkout process, you can be able to use the credit card or send them an invoice link automatically to be able to let them, the customer, once you put the order in, they get the information, they get the link saying, hey, thank you for your order. You can take them in there and let them be able to check out. Let's see, how does the barcode reader know what input is being given? Do you have to click in a field on the screen first?
See, there are two barcodes. One is a job ticket. So job ticket is the number one barcode. That is how system identifies which job they are working on. And every station, they are doing something. So like station number one is pre-press. We already created a barcode for each, maybe the name of that stage. So it is simple. Like even one of the question was what barcode we support. As long as any devices support this barcode, you can just say barcode types. I'll just show you. So the most common barcode type is like this code 128. So that code 128 is accepted. And then if you have some specific machines where just reading that specific barcode, you need to tell us. But now code 39, code 128, which are the most common barcode which everyone is using. So those are accepted. So any scanner, this barcode scanner is not just for, I guess, car code 29. It could also read the QR code. So we are working with the barcode. So as long as it accepts the code 39, code 128, it should read that. That means you can utilize even the mobile scanner, or you can utilize even the tablet scanner, for example. And that is how system is identifying. So if you want to create a barcode generator, for example, you have a stage called in print production. So that is what you have defined that stage in OnPrintShop. So now I have to just read the same language here in print production. And this is what the barcode is now here, which is what generated by this particular, I would say code 128. Yeah, that's it. I just have to download this.
No, there's a question on is the barcode really a serialized URL? Not so much. No, it can be providing, it can be both just providing, sitting data. It depends on, again, which one you're using.
It could have a number and it could have a text. So this barcode has a text, and then this barcode has a job ticket number, the job ticket one. Yeah, I will show you on the screen. So this job ticket has a barcode which represents the order ID and the item ID, because order number 2078, item number could be else because it has 4 items. And another barcode which we have created is a station wise, which is an actual stage they are working. And they would scan that. Okay, they would scan the job ticket, the job will appear on screen, and they will say, okay, I have started working. where I should start working. So in print production, I put it in an HP. So I'll just scan the barcode of the job ticket. It will appear, and I'll scan that barcode to the appropriate stage, and that's how job will be moved. Again, if you are worried about the barcode, and then no problem, you just simply drag and drop, which I also shown you. So it's not that okay that you have to
using the
use
interactive
barcode,
job
yeah.
board, which
Yeah.
you know, that becomes more of the visual, you know, of especially
Yeah, people like Trello, people like
side
Zoho. Yeah, Zoho, when they have simple drag and drop. So you have multiple stages, and then you move that, okay, my job is done, proof approved, move to print production. Now the next guy will start working. In print production, they would have sub stages. So they would put in machines. So they will just simply drag and drop. So both the options are there.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're coming up to top of the hour.
And I also invite everyone. I'll put Trent, you can put your email. I'll put my email. Feel free to contact us for further questions. If you really want to interact more, we'd also like to feel free to connect us later
Could you
on.
go back to the first slide with the who we are? I think it's got both of our email addresses on there. We'll give
that's
let you
good.
get one last look.
I didn't know you put it there. Thank you, Trent.
I think about these things.
Yeah, smart guy.
There we go. So Nimish is Guru 11 for his 11 years that he's been here, and I'm Guru 21.
21 years. Wow.
Not 21, but yeah, so Guru 21, Guru 11, we're all gurus at OnPrintShop. You can also reach out to us on OnPrintShop.com. You can fill out the request, or for current customers, you can always hit the chat button in the top, and the guys will get you over to us. We do have a couple questions. I'll tell you what, we'll answer those offline. And make sure that we get this recording will be sent out after it is finalized, and you'll get to go back and look at everything again. For the whole team that's behind us, Nimish, thank you so very much. To our customers, we thank you very much for being those. For those that have more questions, we're here to talk. We love to chat, talk print at OnPrintShop.